Well. I feel like this is not. Hello. Don't worry. I'm being too loud. Why are we here? I'm in a study hall, and everyone is very quiet, so I have to be quiet as well. You bought a microphone. Today's video, I just wanted to talk about a little bit what's kind of going on in my life right now. I don't know. I just don't know. So first off, I feel like that's not. Can I? Hang on. I'm gonna change the camera. I think that's slightly better. What if we do like that? I don't like that either. Hang on. Okay. I think I like this. What is going on? You guys see the records? Okay, now we actually start the video. So, today's video is about what is going on in my life right now. So, I recently went through a breakup. My longest ever relationship, a year and some change. It's been interesting, learning to be alone again. After dedicating so much time to one person. I hope nothing but the best for them. There was this mutual friend of ours who I wanted to hang out with, and everything's going great. We hit up a couple thrift stores, and we are having a good time. Talk about getting some food when we get back onto campus. Right, we're talking about music, we're talking about like hobbies growing up and fun experiences. We're hitting off. It's like a fun time. And afterwards I get back to my place and I'm like, hey, are you hungry? Do you want any like snacks or whatever? And like, no, you already bought me snacks. I don't need any more snacks. And I'm like, no, really. Look, I have like a bunch of snacks. Like, here, take some. So I gave them some snacks, and they were like really appreciative, like, oh, thank you. And then we go our separate ways. And then once that, kind of goes down, I'm sitting on my bed with my roommate, and not with my roommate. My roommate's on his bed. Whatever. I text this person like, hey, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciated it. It was really nice to get out of the dorm. I haven't left the campus in a while. I've been just kind of coasting. And you're like, yeah, it was fun, but I'm dorming with your ex next year, so we shouldn't hang out anymore. Like, bro. And they were like a really cool person and a really nice person. And, they didn't bring this up in any bad ways. And there's no like negative connotation to it. It was just like the feeling of circumstance, right? Like, if they're living with my old friend group and they're gonna be living with my ex next semester, it's in their best interest to not really be affiliated with me, because that group, they don't like me too much, right? It just hurt, Hey, it just hurt a lot, like didn't feel too great, didn't wasn't an awesome feeling, right? I don't want to say this part, but I think I was starting to get some feelings for this person. Just with the constant like emotional vulnerability that was asked of me to share with this one person. What hurts the most is I was going to bring that up to them after they said, hey, I don't think we should talk anymore. So that kind of felt like a stab in the heart, that hurt, right? That hurt. Again, not this person's fault. If you guys know who this person is, don't give shade to them. Also, I don't know why you guys would know who this is. This channel is for me. I don't know anyone who's actually gonna watch this video, but responding to my message. Oh, my sister responded to my messages. Sabina, hari kita Sabina back home. I miss my friends back home, man. Deep breaths, everybody, deep breaths. Okay, next thing. So, those two things, right? We have breakup, loss of a good friend slash crush, and then third thing. My uncle got diagnosed with terminal cancer. Terminal stage 4. Stage 4 cancer. I don't think it's terminal yet, but stage 4 cancer. He's due to start chemotherapy next week. He's not doing great in the Philippines. Yeah, so that's going down. With everything that's been happening, I think that's the one thing that is like kind of throw me for a loop. Life is testing me with how much resilience I have, how patient I can be with not only the people around me, but how patient I can be with myself and taking days when I need it and prioritizing my mental, prioritizing my physical, prioritizing all these different things while life is kind of on a decline, you know. But that's not the point. This isn't a pity party. This is just a kind of a breakdown of what's going on for me to look back on, in a couple of weeks. I say a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, to look back on in summer. We'll do a summer recap. That's what we'll do. Summer, to look back on in summer and see how I've changed my demeanor, life as a whole. We'll see. Um, I look so stupid in this freaking. I'm so used to my nice webcam back home, so when I use this MacBook One, I'm like, dang, I like chopped as hell. What the hell? It's fine. My hair is so chopped. Look at this. Like, what is this? I need a haircut, like so badly. Let me take my glasses up. So, yeah, my uncle has cancer. And that's kind of threw me for a loop because I'm really connected to my family, right? Like, I'm very proud of where I came from on both my sides, my dad's side and my mom's side. But more so my mom's side because I am half Filipino, right? And I look half Filipino. I'm a kind of a dark looking guy. So, I resonate with that side of my identity a lot. And for that side of my identity to be like in need of some form of help and I'm not there to give it. I'm stuck at university. If you couldn't tell by the massive freaking screen behind me playing God knows what. I'm taking my headset. I had my headset on. I had to take that shit off because messing up my hair. For that side of my life to be in need and I'm stuck here is not a great feeling. I feel like so useless, right? I feel like I need to be at home helping my family, helping anyone really, just like being available as an option if they need it. Even though my parents are the ones that put me here and they keep telling me to focus on what I was put here to do, which is get my degree and learn and experience the college life, but I can't help but feel like what if this isn't the path for me? What if my family needs me and I need to go home and supply them with the help that an adult should be supplying? I have one eye right now. Like, I guess it's that familiar sense of not being fulfilled. I wrote a speech. Actually, here's the second thing that no, fourth thing that I need to talk about. I wrote an entire speech for my communications class that we had to memorize. Right, I had to memorize an entire speech, and I memorized it and I wrote it, and then my professor told me, "Hey, listen, I hate this." No, he didn't say that. It's like, um, he said like this topic doesn't really fit with what we needed to, with what I needed to. It fits into this other topic better, and so we're gonna have you do that other topic, or we're gonna have you do that other category of speech instead of this speech that we're having right now. And I was like, okay, that's great, but I already memorized this whole speech, and you took like 2 weeks to like get back to me in my email. So like, am I having to redo a whole speech? And he's like, yeah. So that's another thing I'm having to deal with. I gotta write a whole speech, 8-minute speech, and memorize it in a week. So that's fun, right? That's awesome. There's, uh, Jesus Christ, guys. It's just fucking all my days. That's thing 4. Do we have also look at the state of my nails? This is bad, guys. The state of my nails. Oh, I have to redo those really, really badly. That brings me on to my next point. So, I've been dealing with not really my sexuality, but my identity, like who I am, right? And my skin looks really clear in this, but it's not. So as I'm rambling, I see a lot of stuff online that's like non-binary fashion and like non-binary hairstyle and like all these people that are like non-binary and they look nothing like me. Nothing. They're white men. They're all white men. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm kind of kidding. How do I word this? They don't have the same skin color that I do. I have a very unique skin color. In the camera, I look lighter than I actually am. I'm kind of dark. You know, I like the gender binary is a spectrum. Obviously, I've been watching Iris Olympia and their, videos on androgyny and the gender binary and like styling clothes and hair and accessories, chains and stuff, right? And um, you know, I appreciate it a lot, but there's no one that looks like me making that kind of content, right? Everybody is, they're all beautiful, right? But they don't look like me, you know? And so when I'm struggling with my gender identity and I'm looking for, ways to kind of comfort, I guess is a way to put it, a way to comfort my like dysphoria and assorted accompanying variables. That's not right. I look and I don't find anything, because there isn't a lot of non-binary creators who were born male like me, right? There's not that much, and I think part of it is because we're not super accepted in queer spaces, right? Like, I don't feel comfortable showing up to a queer space. Look at me, bro. Like, I I act very straight. I like wearing rings. I like wearing black chains, right? And then I walk into into a queer space and I'm getting side eyes. I'm getting like, the fuck is this guy doing here? You know what I mean? And it doesn't really feel like a safe space, right? And so my whole life I've gone through my gender identity kind of on my own, um, you know, and it's really hard for me because also look at my shoes. I wear Nikes, man. I wear Nikes and baggy clothes. Like, people look at me, they don't see a non-binary person. They're like, yeah, that's a dude. He's gonna hate crime. Part of that is I choose the way that I look, right? But I I just wish that, like, for one time someone like will ask me my pronouns, right? Not out of a sense of like I'm trying to be respectful, but out of a place of actual confusion, right? I want to have that experience. I've never had one before. I've never had one before. I've never had the affirming moment that a lot of other non-binary people and creators have. I've never had it. And again, that is my fault because I choose to dress the way that I want. I choose to look a certain way. I choose to act a certain way. And that is not what is associated with traditional queerness and traditional binaries of where I wish to identify, right? As much as we want to destroy the binary, it's still rooted in a lot of people's decision making and social environments and social constructs that even if we try to demolish, people will still have it ingrained into their soul, right? And even when I'm trying to hit all the marks of what makes someone look androgynous, I still don't hit it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not there yet. Um, like, I got my ears pierced, right? I got the long hair, right? I got the twink build. You don't see it 'cause I got a baggy shirt on, but I got the twink build. And still, it don't click, right? You know, I'll say this, right? I've been in a lot of social circles where I am one of the only men there, right? I'm sure everybody can picture a scenario like that. Um, and a lot of the time, it's whenever something happens, it's why are you such a man? I hate men. Men are disgusting. Men are gross. If I was a man, I would. To get back on point, I don't pass as non-binary, and so I know that these types of and kinds of people who I interact with associate me with the men that they hate. And you can feel it in their energy when you talk to them. You could feel it. You can sense when they don't they don't resonate with the way that you identify yourself because of preconceived biases and kind of like the idealized persona of what you think you are in their eyes. Like, for example, I want to say I'm non-binary, but somebody sees me and they think cis straight man, and so I'm grouped in with the cis straight man. Let me backtrack. Let me backtrack. So there's there was this one girl who was talking about, that R word that I'm not going to say for YouTube, the consent word, right? And her and her friend were talking about it, and I was like, oh hey, I know this topic. I'm a member of this. I don't want to say community. That makes it sound gross. I'm involved in this topic, right? And I was involving myself in the conversation, and they were like, well, you don't get it. Is that what they said word for word? No, but the energy was so strong that other people in the room felt it too. I'm just gonna say that. You know, and it just it made me feel that, like, wow, I'm really not seen as who I am, my gender identity. I'm not seen as like a queer individual, even like no matter how hard I try, right? I'm just not by those who are close to me, and it's been really a rough patch for me recently. Especially at university, there were so many beautiful androgynous people who have already made that journey, right? I've already went through the where I am right now in the bottom of my trough right now before I'm on the come up, right? And I just look at them and I'm like, I wish I were you. That doesn't change the objective fact that I wish I looked like I wish I looked different, right? I love my skin tone, I love my hair, I love my roots, but I just wish I was androgynous, you know? I wish I had that connection for me, but also so I can make friends. Like, there are so many people I talk to that I ask, like, I want to be friends with you for a while. And they go, I did too, but you were scary to talk to. I don't want to look scary, man. I want to be approachable. I love talking to people. Like, I, and it's, the you look scary to talk to is because I look like a cis dude. It's because of the way that I look. Like, when I'm in class, I've had classes with people that have wanted to talk to me and they didn't for like years, right? Back in high school. And I guess what it can be boiled down to is I just want to be accepted and I want to be loved in my community. I want to go to a queer space, and I don't want it to be a women space because I'm not a woman, right? I'm non-binary. I'm not a woman. I don't want to be a woman. I don't want to be a man. I want to be somewhere in the middle, and I want to be seen as that and accepted in my community, and I'm not. This video has been recording for 40 minutes. I'm gonna edit some of this down, but it's like 30-second stints at most, so this is gonna be a long ass video, and I apologize for that. I've been making good progress at the gym. I haven't missed a gym day in almost 2 months. I've been going to gym every day for almost 2 months, except Saturdays and Sundays. Except last week. Last week I went on a Sunday because I woke up pissed off. But I've been going gym. What is that? 5 days a week, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome, awesome, awesome. Year it'll be interesting to see where I am physique wise and strength wise. Two plates of incline press. That's the goal, right? Yeah. So I've been going gym a lot. I've been kind of competing with my friends back home, my brothers back home, for who can bench the most and who can do seated lat pull downs at the highest reps, and chest flies, cable flies, stuff like that. And it's been really fun. It's been a fun experience. Oh, those girls left. I can be a little bit louder, but I'm not gonna be. It's been fun, man. I miss my friends back home. That's like kind of the main thing I'm getting out of this, because with my friends, life is easy, man. Like, just to put simply, life is easy. Like, if I'm having a bad day, yo, Isaiah, let's go grab food. If I'm like bored, I'm like, hey, Damien, hop on the game, right? Or like, hey, Jackson, let's go let's go get food. I don't know. I mean, we like to eat. Me and my friends, we're big food guys. Right. And not really having them at my disposal has been rough on me a lot. Like, I was in the middle of class last semester, and I just impulsively texted my friends like, "Hey, I love you guys. Like, I don't know where I would be without you. You guys have helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I hope that I've had at least some of that same impact on you guys because I owe so much to the three of them back home. Like, they're my brothers. None of us are blood. I'm an only child, but they're my brothers, you know. And like all of them are welcome in my house. They've pulled up to my house just randomly so many times. My parents like, come in, come get food, right? Like we're so close. Like I can tell them anything, and like I've gotten texts and calls like, hey man, pull up to this place. Like I need you to pull up for whatever reason, and I'm like, yeah, I got you. Like, yeah, without question, right? And I don't have any friends like that up here yet. I will make some. You know, I have some really close friends that are getting there, but we're not quite there yet, right? I think that's all I have to talk about. Honestly, it's almost a 50-minute video. Well, 50-minute right now, but I think with some cuts, it's gonna be a little less. Yeah, I mean, the point of this video was just to kind of get a breakdown of where I am right now, and share with you guys to always stay positive, right? Because even when life sucks, you can always move forward, right? You can always take another step up those flight of stairs. You know, you may be tired, your knees may give out, but as long as you keep moving, you'll get there eventually. What's like an auraful outro? What do we think? I sound like my 16-year-old cousin. Oh my fuck. Grown ass adult, by the way. Grown ass adult saying good maxing 6'7" and filming a YouTube video in his college dining hall. Student center, but whatever. Okay, to actually wrap up, you know, I want to say to always keep moving. I'm gonna look right in the camera when I say this. Even when you think you're at your lowest, keep moving forward and learn from your experiences. Because every chance, fuck, I fucked it up. There's always something to learn, right? And the thing you learn from your bad experience today is gonna help you in a week, in a month, in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years, when you're married, when you have kids, when you gotta put away a 401k, when you gotta pay for chemotherapy, when you gotta buy a casket for a funeral. Every experience that you have growing up will help you in your future. So never give up, okay? Always keep moving. If not for you, for someone you care about. If not for someone you care about, for future you, right? Always do something. Do it for your moms, do it for your dad, do it for the brothers back home, do it for your sister who always cared for you, do it for your dogs that would be lost without you, do it for your goldfish that you won at the fair, because you're the only memories. No, because you made an impact on them, and they don't want to remember you in memory. That's how we end. Bottom bowl, everybody. I will post again soon. I gotta edit this video. I'm so hyped to use this microphone. So you'll see more of me soon, I promise. For real now. Paalam po. Goodbye.